If there is one thing that you get from me, one tidbit of knowledge, one insight, something that will in fact support you and help you throughout the rest of your life, please let this be it. Many of us, and I've been hearing this, especially today, with my friends, family, even one of my children, on the misunderstanding that this world is characterized, or it is something that is essentially out of your control, that the people you interact with, the exchanges you have with people are out of your control, and that they affect you in a negative way, that your exchanges with the universe around you is that which, in fact, is something you just simply have to deal with in your understandings, your meanings, your definitions, your exchanges are just something that you have to tolerate and you have to simply go with the flow of, when in fact, it is the complete opposite. What I want you to understand is this world, this universe, this reality begins with you. In order for you to take charge of the exchanges you're having with people, instead of allowing people to push your buttons, to cause you to feel angry, right? To cause you to feel grief, disappointment, to cause you to feel a sense of disempowerment, to feel weak, you have to rearrange how you, in fact, engage, how you view your position in that particular relationship. Because many people don't identify and understand that you are just not in the relationship. You dictate, you determine, you lead that relationship by simply existing. You lead in this reality by simply existing within it. This is your God-given right and ability. You exist. Every aspect of everything that you're experiencing is coming from your perspective, coming from your consciousness. That is, by definition, how you create the reality that you are in, how you experience the reality that you are in. You can never experience anything outside of yourself. I'll say that again. You can never experience anything outside of yourself. And it is by being yourself do you experience that thing, everything. It is through yourself do you create everything, because you are adding perspective, meaning, definition, understanding to all that is. So understand that your relationships are created by you. Even though you have no control over other individuals, you have absolute control over how you interact with those individuals. You have absolute control over whether or not somebody takes or adds to your peace, right? That's what we're really talking about. All of us, if it can be one thing that we all want, it is peace, right? It is a stillness. It is a calmness. It is an understanding of tranquility and harmony, balance. But too many of us give away our power to other people. We determine whether or not somebody is going to make us happy or sad or angry or frustrated, rather than taking the accountability and the ownership for yourself, because that's where it starts and ends. Now, what you have to understand is that this reality, this world, this universe is all led by your consciousness and your belief and understanding about it. Your role in it is the most important aspect of it. You see, without you, then as far as you're concerned, there is no universe, there is no world, there is no relationship, there is no other. It all starts with you. That means that everything that you engage with, are a part of, you are essentially creating that. You see? And so when you take ownership of that which you are creating, recognizing your role as a creator, then you also recognize your power to create anything, from any situation, right? From any challenge, from any obstacle, right? And you get to create that which you desire. So instead of seeing an obstacle, a challenge, a failure, right? A loss, you can see a lesson. You can see progress. You can see success. You can see yourself strengthening. So your job is to truly understand the power that is you as you are living in this world, in this reality, in this universe. The power that is you in this entire existence. So don't let this idea that the world is a bad place. Don't let people feed you that bull, because that's what it is. The world is what you make of it. This is your world. So if you decide that the world is a bad place, that the world is going to hell, then that is what you are creating for yourself. But if you decide that there is more to it than that, that there is depth, that there is levels of understanding and spiritual lessons to be obtained in order for you to achieve spiritual enlightenment and fulfillment, then you understand those nuances, those layers, and then you recognize that there is no such thing as bad. There is only perspective about what is happening, right? And understanding about, okay, is this in my favor or not? And recognizing that depending on how you look at it, everything is in your favor. This makes, this is the difference between recognizing that you are not just simply living in the world and the world is happening, or the reality in life is happening to you, but you are in fact creating the world and that life is happening from you. And when you take ownership of that, you recognize that every relationship can be a beautiful thing, right? Every situation can be a beautiful situation because it is leading you down the road of understanding. It is leading you down a road of self-realization and fulfillment and true understanding as to who you are as a creator of your universe. So don't let the outside world and other people's uneducated, unconscious belief systems program you. Recognize that you are responsible for the reality that you create, whether you know you're creating this reality or not. So this insight, this information is the sign for you to recognize that you are the creator of all of this. And when you move forward in life, moving forward from now on, you have this seed of understanding, of perspective that, okay, I don't like this, but maybe I have some control over how it goes. Maybe I have complete dominion over my reality. And though there are things that I may not like, truly the reason why I don't like it is because I'm only seeing it from a inferior, I'm only seeing it from an egotistical, I'm only seeing it from an incomplete point of view, rather than seeing the whole picture of what is happening in this current moment, or even what has happened in the past. Recognizing that you have control means that you can essentially dictate what happens in this present moment, but also in the future, because their present moment dictates what happens in the future, right? But it's really not about focusing on the future. It's focusing on controlling the now, understanding and identifying your ability to say to yourself, this person, though I like this person, right? It is okay if we're not compatible to be in a relationship with one another. And you can identify the red flags that say so, that indicate that. And you can truly understand and accept them for who they are and move forward. Then you can look at this friend, all right, or your next door neighbor whom you wish to connect with and be friendly with, but identifying that they are just not at that level. And for some reason, they are treating you with disrespect. And you can say to yourself, okay, well, I am willing to extend love. I am willing to extend understanding, friendship, companionship, help, support, but not to the detriment of my own inner peace. So if this exchange is not adding, or if it is taking away from my peace, then I must stop this exchange because my peace is most important, right? Or even going to a space where if you really want that relationship, recognizing that how you want that relationship to move forward depends on you. Though you have to honor who they are at the moment, it's important to identify that this relationship can only go a certain way, but I still value it and I still wish to keep it, cherish it, and see where it goes. But I'm not attached to a particular outcome, right? So when you understand your power to create and your power to mold and shape this reality in this world that you're living in, because that is what it is that you have created it for by merely existing, then you recognize that there is nothing that should be taking away and pulling away your peace of mind, your tranquility, your happiness, your joy. Everything, in fact, is here to bring out those experiences. You are the creator. This is your reality. This is your world. Okay? It's not mine. It is yours. You are here now. You are experiencing this now. And everything else that you are experiencing is yours to experience. You now have to define what that experience is. And what I'm asking you is to define it in a way that supports your well-being and your fulfillment. Thank you so much. Feel free to go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter, get access to this free ebook, and many more. Thank you. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.